Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. I may have given myself mixed messages or taken my intention to not be in a rush, like the wrong way. Don't be in a rush, but definitely still do your podcast, Sadie. Like things got jumbled this morning and it's 11:21. Apparently I'm just not in a rush so much today that I'm just hey man. I spent the morning drinking tea and reading A Course in Miracles for the audiobook that I'm creating, and sometimes just completely, man, the vocabulary challenges me. All of a sudden there will be a word. The other day there was a word I'd never even seen before. I couldn't even tell you what it was. It didn't even register as a word. Today I had to look up the word. It was talking about idols and how, we worship the body as an idol or something like that. And so the worshiping of something is called idolatry, which makes sense to me now, but it stopped me in my tracks because I was idolater, I don't know. So then I had to get on Webster and it said idolatry. And so in my mind I say idolatry, where I like to shop, idolatry. Whatever it takes to get through it. Idolatry. Yeah, it's where are you shopping today? Idolatry. Everything's a dollar. All right. So anyways, that's what I did instead of being prompt here. But hey, I just really have to go with what feels. I'm feeling my way. Okay, we'll do this or do that, or what do you really want to do? I am so interested in the Course in Miracles. I'm on chapter 20, so it's getting really good. That I was one more part. And then I have another copy of it that I've been reading at night, which I actually just got back from a friend Tuesday, and I think I'm going to give it away to another friend Saturday. So even though I like having two copies, because I can have an upstairs and a downstairs, and they seem different because they're laid out, different publishers. I actually own 3 copies of A Course in Miracles, and to me they're all feel different because of the way they're printed. And the one that my other friend has little numbers, so you can cite it, and I don't like that at all. The words are already challenging enough. Get these micro numbers the fuck out of here. But so anyways, that's why I lend that one out. Good morning. How are you? Today we're going to hang out with our tree guides and ask, what do the trees want to talk about today? What do the trees want to talk about today? So I have our little Tree Angel Oracle deck by Fred Hagenader. And we're going through this deck, and each week allowing a specific tree angel, a tree spirit, to overlight our reading. Hear that? That's the one that's stuck on my finger. Let's see who our tree angel is today. It is Black Poplar, number 16. And this is a huge black poplar tree. Oh, I love this. And he's coming out of it. The tree angel, on the front of the Titanic, put your arms out and fly, that type of stance. But this is so funny to me because because I tell you every day that in the mornings I also read a reading from danielscranton.com, his daily channeling from the 9D Arcturian Council. And they were talking today about opening ourselves to our individual upgrades, downloads, activations, like the special Christmas present that they have for you with your name on it. Like, it's ready for you. You just have to open up and receive. So this being so open, him opening, and they were saying, like, use your body, open up your mouth, like use your hands, use your arms, like, and they want us to do this in our moments that we kind of have a dip or feel low or hopeless. Like, those are the moments that we need to say, wait a second, I know I'm losing hope right now. So this is a good time for me to not contract and constrict anymore, but actually say, I am open to receiving my upgrade. I am open to receiving my activation. And then literally open yourself up, because that's going to settle up your energy. Be less of a control freak. You got to relax. So if you put your arms out and your head up and even open up your mouth like, just open up and receive. And so that is totally what he's doing. And then in our moments, our lower moments, like, we need to have a little faith that that totally dried out my throat when I did that. We need to feel open. So anyways, we have black poplar, number 16. 1 + 6 is 7, my life path number. Let's see what the black poplar has to say. Ooh, yeah, open yourself up. That's what his body language is saying. His oracle message says, the wind blows away the past. Messages come from afar. The circles you tread reach far beyond your knowing. And in your own life, you will find an echo of far-off deeds. Look beyond your horizons. All right, what do you mean by that, black poplar? With the black poplar, it is as if a fresh breeze is blowing through your life, like when you open up the door and get some fresh air. Like, get some air up in here. A fresh breeze blowing through your life, like, oh, when you can finally open the windows on a warm day. Or even sometimes, like right now, it's like, it is warm inside, but it's also dry. And it's like you go out in that fresh, cold air. Feels good. You are able to act with speed and flexibility, both mentally and physically. This is not the time to hesitate, but to move your belongings, yourself, perhaps even others. Poplar belongs to the element of air and Mercury, the winged messengers of the gods. Spiritually, new impulses and perspectives are winging their way toward you. So take a deep breath, first out, then in. Push it all out. And look how much more room you have now to take in oxygen. So take a deep breath, but first exhale. First exhale. I know, you're like, what? Just do it. You can do it, actually. First out, then in. Take a deep breath, first out, then in. And enjoy your new sense of freedom as you fly toward new horizons. Embrace the new, and especially watch out for messages from afar. So black poplar, this, like, the wind is blowing so crazy in this picture. It's really fun. Yeah, it's fantastic. You know, just that type of wind that you just want to put your hands up and let it blow the stink right off of you. Ride the gusts of wind and dance in the breeze while remaining firmly rooted like a tree. Ah, that feels good, doesn't it? Black poplar also wants us to drink lots of pure water and allow it to dissipate into the air, just as it evaporates from the leaves of the poplar. The water will purify you. Play sports or take part in active yoga sessions that will enable you to perspire. So yeah, like get the moisture moving through your skin somehow. And move your body and sweat and breathe and be purified. You may also feel impelled to go outside in the wind and rain and shout or call into the storm from the depths of your soul. Words and song also belong to the mercurial realm of the Poplar. So yeah, Mercury does have that big message of communication and openness and swiftness. A tree that moves so much in the wind needs to have very strong roots. We can enjoy the freedom heralded by the appearance of Poplar only if we are firmly grounded in our own authentic truth. Without Poplar, we lack that deep trust and begin to fear change. Life becomes stale, stuck in the old ways, and mirrored in outdated views. So yeah, like last night I was reading, I didn't know what part of the Course in Miracles I wanted to read last night, because I know this second copy is by my bed, is, it's just here for the week, few days. And I thought to myself, maybe I'll read the teacher's manual in the back. And that's actually one of the first things they talk about is trust, so kind of on tap. Trust is on tap this today with the tree guides. What do the trees want to talk about? Trust. And how much do you have of it? Well, trust is like your deep roots. So when the wind starts to blow, does it make you fearful? That would be an indication that you lack that deep trust. If you start to fear change, if life feels stale or not moving, or that you don't want it to move, right? Because you're afraid. But if you can have that deep trust, the winds can come and blow, the storms can come, the merry little breezes, like you can always be flowing this way and that way, enjoying your freedom if you're grounded in your own authentic truth and have that deep trust. Ooh. And seriously, that's what November showed me where I was lacking. So when I was I was gonna say seriously sick, but in my head I heard stupidly sick. Funny. When I was stupidly sick, so stupid, so serious. Why does stupid feel more appropriate than serious now? Maybe because that was stupid of me. Or maybe it was because I caused it, it was stupid of me to be fearful. But it was good for me to see where I lack faith, trust, and where the fear still lives. So it wasn't stupid, but there is a part of me that wants to say that. All right, anyways, moving on. Black Poplar, hands out, be open. Arcturians also saying the same exact thing today. Also, can I just say this? Yesterday, this whole week, I've been using keywords that they used in their channeling today. So I need to switch it up so I can see if they pick a keyword and start using it in my life. The one that I was using this week was willingness. I'm loving that word, willingness. Having a willingness to be open, having a willingness to let the Holy Spirit work through you, having a willingness to have deep trust. Maybe not know, this is how I use it in my life. I want to help people, but I don't really know what that means or how I can do it or how I can help make the world a better place or help people bring them to the energy and salvation they need. I don't know. Simple Sadie doesn't have a freaking clue. But what Simple Sadie can have is a willingness. And that's actually all that I need to have. That's all anybody needs to have. We don't even need to have the answers or the plan or the way. We will actually be shown if we just are willing, have a willingness. So it's like, gosh, I really want to help so-and-so, but I don't know what to do for that person. You don't need to know anything more right now than just stating and feeling, I have a willingness. I am willing to help in any way that I can. I'm willing to help. I'm willing to do the work of the Creator here. I'm willing to do good things for the highest good of the all. And then your monkey mind says, well, what is that? What do you even think that is? And you're like, I don't know what that is, but I am willing. So anyways, I've just been like stuck on that word, like loving it. So I just think about it a lot. And then they use the term willingness today too. And it's just kind of interesting how I think they totally are watching me. And we're playing together. We are clearly playing together. All right, so anyways, that is the black poplar. Being open. Being grounded in your deep trust, your deep truth. I do love that there's a message to get purified with water and sweat, with water and sweat. And yeah, so move our bodies a bit more. Even if it is cold outside, go for a walk. Come back in, keep your snowsuit on and do your yoga in your snowsuit so you can get warm and get sweaty. Man, I went to bed freezing like I always do. Got warm enough to fall asleep with my heating pad. And then in the middle of the night, are you guys sweaty? Like, I definitely am aware that my body is moving some moisture at certain times. So anyways, that's okay. I don't mind. I also do feel like the air is dry and we do need to make sure we're drinking lots of water. All right, what should we do now? I feel like we're going to skip the soul trees because we just hung out with one yesterday. We just hung out with Tranquility yesterday, and I'm going to actually... I want to grab the... What do I want to do? Feel it out, Sade. It's like if you're not sure what you want to do, just sit there for a second and feel it out. All right, I'm going to do the Wisdom of Trees Oracle because I love it. But I'm also looking at the voice of the trees. So let's just see. Let us just see who wants to I'm going to put black poplar over here, left corner of the table, my workspace, and see what wants to blow in. Because like it seems like there's such a diagonal energy, like where the wind is coming down into his beautiful hair. Let's see what wants to blow in. Okay. Linden again. Linden has been with us for a good week or so, and it's got the rainbow. Linden wants to blow in, and camphor, and sugar maple. Well, these are fantastic things to open ourselves up to. So camphor, that's kind of interesting because like taking that deep breath, exhaling first, then inhaling to really bring in a lot of oxygen. Camphor is something you can put in your diffuser. It's a lot like eucalyptus to me. if you didn't have camphor, if you didn't have that. But things to be open to. Sugar maple, that reminds me of abundance, of a lot of togetherness and prosperity. But yeah, maple always reminds me of abundance. Absolutely. Is that what the message is here though? Linden is peace. So what do we want to open ourselves up to? Peace with linden. Camphor is clarity. So we have peace, clarity, and peace, clarity. Hold on, I don't know where. Apparently I don't know how to read. Peace, clarity, and versatility. Peace, clarity, versatility. All right, linden is peace, camphor is clarity, and in this deck, sugar maple is versatility, which is good. You know, it's like for the black poplar said, you know, for a tree that's going to blow and move in the wind that much, you have to have really, really strong roots. You should also be able to be versatile in your movements. That's kind of like another name for being flexible. I think so. But let's see. Okay, so I don't know why I'm all over the place in this book. It's like the book won't be still. Okay, I want to do sugar maple first. Sugar maple, she changes her leaves, and she can show us how to introduce similar versatilities into our own life. So, like, she's got green leaves all summer, then they change to these beautiful fall colors in the autumn, and, you know, then she lets them go. Yeah, but she wants us to be able to be our own unique individuals, stand out in our own way. You know, even, I'm just going to tie in the Arcturians too. Usually they're always talking about like collective downloads for everybody, but today they really were like, hey, there's actually specific things just for you, like a Christmas gift with your name on it. This isn't a group gift. You don't have to share this one. You will be sharing it, but it actually is designed just for you. And so sugar maple is saying, hey, your individuality is important. You don't need to be like everybody else. You don't need to look like everybody else. You don't need to just be clumped into, I keep wanting to say the word mundane, like this mundane energy that does not have any differences. You are different for a reason. You are definitely different for a reason. So if you're feeling stuck in a rut, kind of like Black Poplar said, like, you know, if you don't let that energy move, yeah, you'll get stuck in a rut. You need to be open now to do your best to become more versatile and flexible in your ideas and your attitudes. So open up to change. Wholeheartedly put your arms out, your chest up and out, and say, I am open to change. I am open to change. I am willing to change. I am willing to improve. I am willing to experience something new. Right? I am willing and open and willing to bring in new energies into my body. And your body, your mind, your soul, your essence, all parts of you is saying yes. Because quite frankly, we're bored and literally need new energy, new life, new focus, new outlets, new openness. Like we're suffocating in this stagnancy. Camphor comes in, says yes, and be open to clarity and be open to deep breathing. Clarity in Camphor says, I teach the importance of seeing situations clearly, not only with your mind, but also with your heart. This will enable you to look beyond the way things appear to be in order to see how they really are. And so find peace and understanding. And then, yeah, Linden's coming in literally with peace, saying, be open to peace. Camphor and Linden are saying, yeah, be open to, it's like, yes, you can see with your physical eyes what's going on in the world, but is that really reality? So go within and look with your heart and look with your higher mind. So set aside some time to be by yourself. Practice some slow and steady breathing. Try the whole out first, then in. Just, you know. Like if you're sitting there and all of a sudden you think, I should take a deep breath. Be like, okay, out, exhale all the old stale air first and then bring in so much. This will help clear your mind so that everything becomes easier, difficulties become easier. You can analyze things better. You can gain greater understanding. Black Poplar says, yeah, open yourself to greater understanding. Open yourself to a broader point of view. Open yourself to clarity and divine oxygen and peace. Linden has heart-shaped leaves, right? So it's peace. Open yourself to peace and love. And open yourself to, like yesterday, we manifested more tranquility. Bring it in on purpose if it's so out of your reach. We talked about creating a space in your house yesterday that wasn't a clusterfuck of stuff, that you can just go and sit and feel calm. If that's too much to do, go outside. Nature hardly ever clutters her house. So appreciate the beauty, appreciate the wind, open yourself up to the energy of the earth. And the thing is, when we open up ourselves like that and start opening ourselves and inviting in peace, clarity, versatility, we're going to have more energy. And living isn't going to feel like such drudgery. And I think that's really what we're all getting hungry for. You know, like we really are ready for a fresh breeze to blow in and just enliven all aspects of our life. This affirmation minute is brought to you by our herb of the week, skullcap. May they light up your life. I allow meditation to calm my mind. With a peaceful heart, I am open to the inspirations that flow within me. I am in the moment. I stay present. I believe in myself. I inspire everyone with my faith. I allow meditation to calm my mind. With a peaceful heart, I am open to the inspirations that flow within me. I am in the moment. I stay present. I believe in myself. I inspire everyone with my faith. And so it is. Whew, all right, are we still awake? I threw those affirmations in there. Wake up, everybody, but then meditate. Wake up and then meditate. All right, I'm going to grab the Voice of the Trees oracle now. A Celtic divination oracle, Voice of the Trees by Mickey Mueller. So this'll, I feel like the Wisdom of the Trees oracle by Jane Struthers just literally was like saying all the good things that we could open ourselves up to, that the Black Poplar is asking us to open up and receive. So is there any glitch on that? Is there anything that either the Voice of the Trees wants to add to us opening up and receiving something more? Or like, what's the deal? Like, why don't we just do that? Aren't you ready? Don't you feel so ready to open up and receive? Okay, this one this one was trying to tumble off of my, I was going to say my leg, but I'm in a white robe, so I'm just a big old white blob. This is Aspen, and she has a sword and a shield, and she's like, ah! And it is a message of courage and steadfastness, but also it's like, one, I love that her mouth is open, because I said that earlier, like, do we need to actually open up our mouth to the sky as a symbolic gesture, like I am open to receiving? And so her mouth is open, but she has a shield and a sword. So it's like sometimes when we're like too selective because we think we know best, our egos are deceiving us. They're being deceptive and be like, okay, I'll let in the good vibes only. When you become so judgmental, you need to check yourself. Even if it's in the name of spiritual attributions, you still have to be like, uh-oh, judgment means ego. And even though I think I'm being spiritual, it's just my sly little conniving ego working its way in there and actually being a little too controlling and limiting the energies and upgrades and activations that like could be coming my way, but they're not, because I'm a fucking control freak. You're not actually a control freak. Your ego is. And so this is like one of those checkpoints that you owe it to yourself to be like, who is placing their hands on the steering wheel? Because more and more and more, we want to give it over to our higher self, to our heart, to give it over to Jesus. Take the wheel, Jesus. But you know what I'm saying? Like, who's driving this ship right now? Your ego being like, I'll let that in, but not this. I'm going to be the judging one who says what's good for me and what isn't. And see, so even in the name of spirituality, our egos work their ways in there. And then those shields and those swords, see, if you're attacking, like with a sword, yeah, is the energy of attack. But also, if you're defending with a shield, that's actually the same exact energy match as attack. Being aggressive or being defensive, it's still war. It's still attack. It's still aggression. It's still violence. And I feel like we're encouraged to be like that a lot of the times, but is it actually good for us? Can we really be the black poplar tree angel that's like just hanging off the top of that tree? That it's like the front of the ship on Titanic, whenever whatever the fuck her name is goes out there and puts her chest out, and she's like just, sailing. You see it probably like in every movie that has a sailboat. Somebody's on the front of the ship, the point of the ship, and they're like, ta-da, I'm free, I'm open, this is fantastic, this is freedom. So it's like, if we're gonna be open like that, like literally when I look at the black poplar, all this stuff that it's opened itself up now, the rainbow and the linden card coming in with the wind, the camphor vapors of clarity coming in, the heart-shaped leaves of linden and the energy of peace, sugar maple leaves ready to blow in now, the autumn leaves ready to just dance their way into the open black poplar heart. That energy of being versatile. Oh, I'm blowing this way. Oh, I'm blowing that. Like, think about how fun it is to be a dry, crunchy leaf on a fall day and the wind's blowing and it's like dancing, and then tornadoes swirling and going this way and that way and crunch, crunch, crunch. Like it just seems fun. And if we want that type of spontaneity, openness, potentiality in our own life, we cannot have a sword and shield. You almost have to drop that shit and completely open up. Let yourself be defenseless. And here's the thing, and I'm really picking this up from A Course in Miracles. It's like, once you do have those strong, faithful roots, you know that darkness and anything of the ego's making is an illusion and cannot hurt you. So you have to understand that when you feel the need to be defensive, you are in your ego mind. You are very small and weak in the way the ego wants you to be. when you feel like you have to defend and attack and wear a mask to protect your precious body of flesh. That really is nothing. So anyways, if you have fallen to fear, you better think hard and consider long and be open to doing the Course in Miracles lessons with me in 2021. I will be doing them religiously, religiously every day on my YouTube channel. And those of you who know me know that it would take a catastrophic event to keep me from doing something that I say I'm going to do. So, I mean, you can read the book on your own, but now I never read the book. I did the lessons first. So if you don't have time to read the book and you still want to do the lessons, you can do that. If you don't have time to read the book, but you want me to read the book to you, I have a playlist there where I am narrating the book. If you just want to do the lessons as a complete skeptic, kind of like I did when I did them, do that. If you just want to do the lessons because you want to hang out with me more, fantastic. But if you would like to do the lessons of A Course in Miracles because you are literally sick and tired of defending this body that in your heart of hearts you know is not the real you, and you would like to maybe change a lot of your thinking that has you in fear all the time, that has you in anger, that has you in resentment. You want to forgive. You want to feel peace. You want to feel closer to Spirit and to God. You want to have real courage. Then just use those as reasons to really look into the Course in Miracles. It'll change your life. It'll shred up your reality. It'll fuck you up. And then that'll be great for me. Because then I won't be alone in my in this weird journey that I'm on. Okay. Anyways, let's see what Aspen actually has to say. That's just what I said. Let's see what Aspen in the book has to say. This is now, of course, I don't know the Celtic alphabet. So let's see if I can just find it. So yeah, I love aspens because I love white barked trees. They're my favorite. Oh my God. So like I always think that when I'm driving by, I see white birches, but actually I could actually be loving up aspens. I just don't know the difference yet. I mean, I don't, you guys. But these are having yellow leaves on them. So this is another autumnal fall energy cards. Even the black poplar's leaves look yellowish. And so I don't know if it always has yellowish green leaves. I don't know the black poplar that well either. I could get to know my trees better. I love trees. I like to hug them. I like to meditate under them. I love to appreciate them. But as far as identification goes, I could definitely improve upon that. So the divining charm from Aspen says, Aspen, the fair birch's kinsman, may tremble, but right by your side as you test your mettle. It's distinguished and brave going into the fight, a true friend in battle to rally your might. So you are in a position where you have an opportunity to face and to conquer your fear. You will see a way to use your feelings of apprehension as a friend. You will find courage within you for the battle ahead, and you will be steadfast in your decisions. You will find great strength as you battle your own dark side. And you will need those lessons in order to progress as you embrace your warrior spirit. You will undergo a test of your mettle, M-E-T-T-L-E. Remember, when a person has courage, it doesn't mean that they are never afraid. It means that they are able to overcome that fear in order to do what simply must be done. Sometimes the right thing to do isn't the easy thing. I don't know. Did Mickey Mueller write this from her Course in Miracle perspective or from her ego mind? I mean, I love guidebooks, but every once in a while I think I am past all this shit. I really am. But anyways, I do still like the message. You are allowing your fears to get the better of you. So if you are not allowing all these beautiful energies to come into your being, peace, clarity, versatility, love, spirit, the higher self, your higher you, if you're not, what's blocking it? Fear. That was my question, kind of. Like, what is blocking this? Fear could be blocking it. So here's the thing. Fear is nothing more than smoke and mirrors. Unless it's like an actual lion in front of you. Usually all you have to do is look at fear and be like, this is not my truth. This is illusion. There's nothing here to be afraid of. And a lot of times darkness, all you need to do to see that darkness is false is to turn on the light. So once you become more lighted, as the black poplar is encouraging us to open up, to bring in the energy, to really raise in frequency and open and activate and allow and upgrade. And yeah, do that when you feel like you have to, you need to. Like instead of putting up more barriers, more blockages, more things to congest and stagnate the flow of energy, in those moments when that is your old habit of doing that, instead, make the choice to open yourself up to the blessings, to the love, to the activations, to the miracle, to the willingness. Be like, I am so freaking tired of living in fear all the time. I am willing to be open to something different. I am willing. Now, one of the magical lessons of Aspen is to keep our roots strong, just like the black poplar. So it also has strong roots. Like, of course, all trees do, but these guys especially. Even though it's one of, oh my gosh, listen to this. The aspen is the smallest member of the poplar family. So for my big nerds, what's up? Aspen is in the poplar family. So we have the black poplar overlighting our message today from the tree guides. Aspen is the smallest member of the the poplar family. So that's cool. So that to me says, it doesn't matter if you're feeling so small. And in that smallness, in that illusion, that's why you feel fear and you need to feel to protect yourself and you feel so fragile. But it's like, listen, that means you're not opening yourself up to the power of divine love. You're not letting yourself be comforted by spirit. You're too fleshy, man. You're too fleshy right now. You're too absorbed in your body. And that's why you feel fear. Because the body is of the ego's making. You're in the ego's world. And the ego's world worships fear. And death and sickness and separation and violence. And it's like, and if you're just done with that, like I'm just done with that. I'm feeling so done with that. And for a while, me, like everybody else, I worshipped all that. I was very violent. I was very bitter. I was very resentful. Hate, hate, hate. Absolutely. I'll punch you in the face. Holding judgment, holding resentment, and unwillingness to forgive was many, many years of my adult life. Attack, defense, vengeance. Absolutely. Like when I say that I have become a better person, it's because I have, like visibly. and not visibly, because I know the internal atmosphere now is much, much better. And the more better it gets, the more that I want to keep improving it. And then now that it has been improved, if even just a little bit of ego bullshit gets into me, I'm like, nah, you out. You have to leave. You have to leave now, because I literally don't want to hate anyone for anything anymore. Like, I forgive everyone for everything. And so this whole like defense and attack bullshit, I just see right through it now. I'm just not participating in that anymore. I don't need to feel like there's anything that can get me. Nothing can get me. This body is not mine. And so the more we can step into that perspective, then the more genuine courage and steadfastness we have. We truly become aspens. We truly become poplars. We truly become lindens. We can really take a deep breath out first and then in and become camphors for real. And in that beautiful space, we can truly become sugar maples and be versatile and abundant and beautiful and just enjoy our individuality. And literally, finally, thank Goddess, start living our lives because of our initial willingness to be open to something better for us. And what's better for us? Peace, love, clarity. Versatility and strong ass roots. And I'm going to end it there today, folks. I grabbed my Twitter. I have a new Twitter, Sadie Cherico. I was just going to be A Course in Miracles stuff. I don't know if you want it or not, Sadie Cherico. But anyways, on the feed, there's someone that says, never afraid of the darkness with all this light on my side. And I'm like, good job, honey. You're on the right track and you're almost there. She's still in that air of separation, but that's okay. At least she's feeling comforted by the light, you know. She's still almost there. Never afraid of the darkness with all this light on myself or on my side. But yeah, it's like, you know, the darkness is nothing. Like absolutely nothing. It's like a shadow. It doesn't even exist. It's not really real. So anyways, that's where I'm at today, and I'm just going to end it because I feel like the trees, to me, are being very clear. Open yourself up and really start living your life. Like, enough already. Enough, okay? Enough of the fear, enough of the shallow breathing, enough of the breathing in your own poison, enough of the hate, enough of the separation, enough of the rigidness, enough of the old stagnant bullshit energy. Open up to your new energies coming in and really start living your life. And so it is.